Hey everyone, it's the Blazer King with King's Critiques, here to read out my review for Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1, and I'm going to be running some background music here in a minute. That's a cover of the opening of the season by Amelie, just like I did for the Higurashi thing. There's going to have to be some slight altercations to the script, because I did write this a couple of days ago, but I didn't read it when I was supposed to, so let's get the music playing, and let's get to reading, shall we? Let's just see how loud it is. Okay, that should be fine. And if it's not, I apologize greatly. It looks fine, honestly. Like, I look much bigger than... Anyway. With Part 2 coming out soon, last week, I decided I was going to write up a review for Part 1 for Attack on Titan Season 4. So here we are, slight spoilers as I watch, since I prefer to give my written response to specific situations, as you guys might have seen in the past. But I'll do my best to not recount everything that happened as it happens. Going on to the beginning. Actually, you know what? I redecided as I started that I'm just going to watch it and write down thoughts as they come, since that offers more time to watch instead of write. A few thoughts I wanted to put down from the point of episode 2 is the end of the spectrum we landed in are a bunch of Titan racists, basically, and think they're fighting for the right side even if they're the real assholes when it comes down to it. That's a little awkward, but get that's a matter of perspective, but because that's what they grew up... Oh, wait, I skipped up a line. See, that's what happens sometimes unless I'm... But after the first few seasons, we're being told Reiner and company think they're the good guys because that's what they grew up with, which, for the record, the dub calls him Reiner. So is it that or Rainer? Suppose that doesn't matter much. By episode 4, we have Eren in the fray, I think, and he's talking with the next candidate to take over the Armored Titan. After some time, however, other flashbacks and Reiner trying to kill himself, and more, Eren had been trying to coax the little boy into doing more things for him than simply assisting him in his goals. Till he ran into a crazy guy, which, by episode 5 or so, Reiner and Eren have their confrontation on the side of things where normal people reside to hash some things out. In the midst of the talk, it seems, Eren was ready to pull the trigger on transforming, depending on how things went. This should turn a fun route. Sorry, I know my speech breaking up every now and then, but between reading it as I go along and just my general being, it is how it is. Especially considering the child Eren had befriended realized what they did far too late, so Eren attacked, killed countless casualties. The scouts came in also killing a bunch of innocents, and getting a few of their own killed, and by the end of that scuffle, the OG bad guys were down to 2 threatening Titans, and the good guys were down 1 main character. Though it was one we love, it was unfortunate. I miss her desire to eat all the time, and love every bit of new food she could get her hand on. Though, technically, couldn't they have her eat Zeke to save her life or something? Details, I suppose. But on to a bit later, we get a flashback scene, and during that they do discuss who's taking the main Titan from Eren, revisiting the subject after the flashback ends. It is a big question that come to mind with a couple of obvious answers, but I suppose that'll be revisited a few more times before the second half of Season 4. After a little bit from that, the kids who escaped the bad guys' place of living try to kill some scouts got caught up with something that they shouldn't have, because the little girl doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. Got put in danger from the guy who loves Sasha. Man, even if he was one of the people, or one of their people, his attitude changed when he learned that, and shit got real fast. He even broke a bottle over the boy's head. After that was a whole scuffle. Sadly, the kids were allowed to pass. We got a flashback of Zeke's childhood. A couple of episodes later, and while exposition is nice, I think this, one is a little unneeded, honestly. Like, I get the point, but his parents hated him and he developed how to stop all this mess. But eventually, after Zeke ends up blowing himself up to try and take out Levi, we have the Cart Titan show up and our heroes, only for Aaron to transform and take them out while also saving himself. And we finally have someone else, a Reiner's name like it sounded originally. Rainer, close. It's better than Reina, but Reiner might be his code name or something. But that seemed to have been the cutoff leading into part 2. So I'll do the reviews for the first couple episodes in a bit. But, the thoughts about that are, it really is kind of like how politics work here. Even if some people are using the same exact methods that someone else was using because they think they're right, they're the ones who are more important than the little people. That's sad, but it touches on reality, and I guess that's why this season is so big. But we have the first couple episodes for part 2 that came out, and we'll get to those in a few moments. But as for this, it'd be highly appreciated, of course, if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my other channel in the description down below, ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, Twitch, to keep updated with things, subscribe to Twitch as well, because you get benefits, and I do stream a majority of the time. And until next time, been the Blazer King with King's Critique. Sign out. Ta-ta for now. Peace.